Namaste. I, on behalf of Mokshaitan Yog Sansthan, welcome you all to the second session of Day 1 of Global Yoga Conference. For this session, we are honored to have among us Dr. Nershenthree Govender from South Africa. I request our Guruji and Director of Mokshaitan Yog Sansthan, Adarniya Acharya Pratishtha ji, to say a few words.
Namaste, everyone. Dr. Nershenthree Govender from South Africa is joining us very soon. I just now got an intimation that she will be with us very soon. So we are just waiting for her to come. So I think she is here with us now. I, on behalf of entire Bharat Yoga Mokshaitan family, welcome Dr. Nershenthree Govender from South Africa. I'm sure this is going to be a wonderful session for all of our viewers and listeners. Number of people have joined us for this global yoga conference, and I strongly feel that this is the time when people have actually realized the importance of yoga and Ayurveda and natural living. And at this crucial time of pandemic, since past 1 year all over the world, because this is something in the past also we have witnessed so many such pandemic situations, but they were for a specific area or specific region. But this is for the first time that entire world is suffering from this pandemic, and this is the exact time when we all have to unite together with the message of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, that we all are a big family and we all have to fight together this pandemic and fight together against this disease. And that's the reason this global yoga conference has been organized. I am thankful to Dr. Nisha for joining us, and I'm also I welcome her on behalf of Mokshaitan Yog Sansthan. I would not take much time between you and the speaker, so I would request Preeti ji to kindly move ahead with the session.
Thank you so much, Guruji, for your blissful words. Dr. Nershenthree Govender from South Africa, currently practicing at Ireland, is a general medical practitioner with specialized research focus in Ayurveda and yoga, practicing for over 15 years, integrating these physical modalities, research and applying contemporary solutions to health and well-being. I request Dr. Nershenthree Govender to kindly deliver her session on enhancing body's own immune modulating potential. Thank you.
Namaste and thank you, Preeti.
Thank you.
Namaste, Ji. I just want to thank all for a beautiful introduction, and I feel very privileged to be here to share a little bit of something I know, and hopefully everybody would benefit from ancient, age-old therapies that are been in our existence for over 5,000 years or more. And we need these therapies now more than ever, going forward into the new lifestyles that we've adopted. So I will touch upon just a bit of yoga and Ayurveda, and basically my topic is enhancing the body's own immunity. And the beauty of this is that we have everything we need built into our systems. And the knowledge systems around us, like yoga and Ayurveda, which I believe you have a beautiful introduction already by the previous speakers, and the basics covered. So what I want to move forward on is immunity. What is immunity, and what are what is your body's own immune modulating potential. So our body's innate immunity is there from birth. From the moment of conception, your mother's health starts developing your immunity. And your process from there till birth has impact on what type of immunity you will develop. Now, that said, natural immunity is everywhere. It comes from your internal body and your environment. And how you enhance this is of vital importance to building a strong and mechanism to fight any pathogens. Now, the pathogens that your body naturally fights through its natural biological defense, it protects us from potential harmful pathogens like bacteria, viruses, parasites, and fungi, and mediating an immune inflammatory response to help heal and protect the body. So this is done via many mechanisms in the body, from your lymphatic system right down to your skin. We basically feel that immunity is derived, or I find in my research, is derived from the gut. Now, your gut immunity is of vital importance. How you go forth in maintaining gut immunity is that you, through diet and lifestyle. Now, how is gut immunity linked to overall immunity? The importance of this is that the microbiomes around us are all integrated and basically manifests through the gut, through our millions and billions of microbiome in different colonies that actually help produce an immune boosting potential that feeds all cells in the body, all tissues, through every layer. Now, the body basically has a few mechanisms of maintaining this. Now, the gut alone, as important as for immunity, is one factor and not unlinked to the rest of the body. So what I've basically broken down building your body's own immunity to is basically your normal body functions, cycles, and from sleep to awake. So I've started with digestion, and the type of I'm basically going to give it a more practical application to today's diet and lifestyle that ancient sages from yoga and Ayurveda have been using, and I will, give you a more practical idea of how to maintain this. So, with digestion, to have a healthy gut, the first instance is making sure that there are no toxic buildup. With your gut immunity, you have different stages of health. Now, this can be at different stages of your life or lifestyle. there and depending on the type of basically stress levels and sleep cycles you have. So maintaining your gut health is starts with basic detox, if you will, making sure that the gut health is has not been overloaded. Now, through Western or Eastern change of diet and lifestyles, now we are basically overloading our systems. So, how do we understand this in a yogic or Ayurvedic philosophy? Simple is best. Making sure that you are giving your digestion a break is number one, by having a overall detox of excessive amounts of uh, um, mixtures of different food. So what we propose in immune boosting digestive methods is starting, and it's basically, you've heard this many times, but research proves that when you wake up in the morning, the first thing your body needs is to rehydrate and boost your immunity. Your body's coming from a rest cycle, which we'll talk about shortly. Sleep is another most important uh, leading up to your digestive function. So the first thing you do is have 1 to 2 glasses of warm water. So this basically gives your digestion the rehydration and hydration for cells and your body's functions to get jump started. Basic water hydration, number one. After a little while of walking around and helping that digest, the main stay for jump starting the digestive cycle is to get outdoor. So we propose that you get out into some fresh air, preferably barefooted, onto some green grass or any kind of environment that can stimulate the cells in your body to know that you are awakening. So basically, it's getting out into fresh air with a sunrise and or sun on your face and body, and starting a basic walk to let the water digest. You can actually sit there for a few minutes and let that just soak in the morning and start off with a beautiful meditation. So Sukhasana is the best way to start this, and just to calm the body and mind to get you ready for a beautiful day. Now, as simple as these methods sound, immunity is so it's subtle and so easily disrupted that a little bit of variation or ill consistency can lead to severe immune disruption. So trying to keep consistency with a morning routine is so important. And to do it easily and very to your peace and potential, without being overly stressed and eager to follow a rigid system, is important. So doing things at your pace could be different from somebody else's pace, but making sure that you understand the basics of getting the hydration your body needs and the fresh air and sunshine. So your immunity, your digestive system is had its morning go, and now you're ready for a little bit of your yoga session. So everybody knows about Surya Namaskar, salute to the sun, is your 12-step basic yoga that incorporates every single movement your body needs, every organ needs to get stimulated, revitalized, and start for the day. Absolutely all linked to your digestive system, since the blood system circulation is stimulated, and that inadvertently stimulates the digestive system. After your yoga session of Surya Namaskar, hopefully as long as you can take to do that, you would start a basic morning breakfast. Your time and cultural need would vary according to your circumstance, but tailor it to what suits you best. And I would always recommend a very varied breakfast that gives you the nutrition and energy boost for the rest of the day. And you've also heard that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, for an important reason, is that your body needs this nutrition, fuel, and digestive enzymes to be stimulated to give you that boost throughout the day. So a hearty breakfast of your basically lots of protein with nuts, seeds, which give you the oils you need, and coupled with the type of environment or country you're in, that is your cultural breakfast, is usually the best recommended. Everything that is grown or produced in the environment around you is usually the best for your type of digestion, and it is immune boosting. So you would follow basically what you grew up with, or what your granny recommended or cooked for you, is the cultural norm. Now it's different in every country, so the basics are the same. High, a good vary of protein, carbohydrates, obviously curd are the probiotics for digestion, and these all can be had in one meal. Now, with regard to fruit, that should be had at least an hour before or after this type of meal. So you can wait an hour after and enjoy all seasonal fruits that are hopefully grown by yourself or from an organic source, which enhances your immunity in ways that prevent disruption of immunity through pesticides and herbicides that are usually used in mass production or imported fruit. So we'll just touch upon fruit quickly regarding immunity. And fruit is in itself the nutrition you need to support the hydration after a meal. So you've heard fruit is actually organized water. So sometimes, instead of, if you're not eagerly overly thirsty after a meal and you have still a feeling of needing hydration, fruit is the first go-to. So what fruit is, basically, it is a highly organized form of normal water that you're drinking that was made from Mother Earth and ideal for your body to be absorbed, and enhances digestion and immunity in ways that even science cannot comprehend. It is the body's ideal. So whatever fruits in season, have that, and whatever you feel for is important as well. Always listen to your body. Try not to follow too many rigid instructions. And if you eat slowly and mindfully, and try and think about what you feel for before you uh, rush into a meal, is most important. Now, eating with a happy disposition or being relaxed also one of the mainstays for maintaining a healthy, happy digestion. Eating while on the go, eating while stressed, eating while watching something on TV or your phone or reading media can severely disrupt and produce stress hormones, cortisol, while you're eating, and that will ultimately create an indigestion and ama in the body. So it is very important that you slow down, relax, eat mindfully, and leave a little bit of time for digestion, a little bit of walking around, just a few steps after eating, a light walk out. And yeah, and then followed by a light lunch when you are hungry. So follow your body's cycle of waiting till your stomach is empty. Understand your body through waiting till you're hungry. And this is usually around 3 to 4 hours, but it varies so differently for different people. Now, I say this because on one day you could have an active day where you're studying and or actively working at work, doing manual labor or very strenuous thinking while on the computer, or these things burn up a lot more energy and need a lot more nutrition. Or some days it could be a relaxed day of the weekend and you have no need to have a heavy meal and that energy boost, and you'd eat a little less. So be cognizant of your day and what type of food you would need, nutrition wise. And don't overeat, don't undereat, and following the rituals of Ayurveda, Dinacharya is very important. Now, the last meal would be your dinner, and that would be a very light, early meal, giving enough time, usually a soup stew or a khichdi that is easily digested, that will help you with having a, a, a very easy sleep for the evening. So if you don't want to overload yourself and find that the immunity, your body's going into a shock, because once your digestion follows the sunrise, your digestion is starting, and sun at the peak of the afternoon is the highest digestion, and it weans down after sunset. So you would want to make sure that you're not overeating in the evening. And the last meal, or an hour or two before sleeping, would be, depending on what your hydration status is, or you feel, you'd follow your body and have 1 or 2 glasses of warm water if you can tolerate, and the need is there for an anti-inflammatory boost and good sleep. A glass of manja or turmeric milk. So you boil the milk in on a pot with the turmeric in it, and add a little bit of nutmeg, and that would help you. It's an anti-inflammatory and help you with your sleep cycles. So, and when it's cooled down a bit, you can add a little bit of honey if available. Now, that is in good preparation for sleep. So let's talk about sleep hygiene a little. Sleep is one of the most important healing mechanisms your body uses to restore, regenerate all tissues of the body. So you are giving complete rejuve and rest to mind and body. Now, digestion and, as we mentioned, immunity is linked to sleep patterns. So to have a regular sleep pattern is of utmost importance. Studies show how sleep affects every chronic ailment that we are faced with today. And having this in our idea of immune boosting should be on the top of the list, or among the top. Sleep should not be underrated. So what is good sleep? How do we maintain or have this to make sure that we're getting the basics sorted, that our immunity is not being disrupted? Now, your body and mind have a link to your day. And your sleep is there to basically give a rest to body and mind of everything you've computed, everything you've comprehended, and it basically is a filing system and then lets you rest and let go. So, you know, the basic yoga, meditation, doing sukhasana, and before sleep is very important. To do after doing a complete your regular yoga asanas, one of the most important things you can do before going into your sleep is basically letting go poses, or deep relaxation poses like shavasana now, or corpse pose. These poses let your mind and body let go of emotional and physical tension. And doing these on a regular basis with a deliberate and conscientious mindfulness is paramount to having a deep and restful sleep. Now, you know the basics of having a good environment when you sleep. Make sure that it's dark, make sure that you are, there are no electronics in the room. And, these are some of the more obvious science-based and issues that we're modern day generation are facing now, that is disrupting sleep. So getting to bed early, getting to bed and having a bit of a regularity in your sleep will create a circadian rhythm that will enhance and boost your immunity. The waking up at sunrise is also one of the most important things your body needs to to boost immunity. There are several ancient philosophies, and I'm sure you've come across how important this is for a spiritual and physical health um, enhancement. There are several things to be said about early morning rituals, and whatever you feel is your path is best adopted at sunrise. So try and wake up at that point naturally. So if you are getting to bed at a good hour and winding down from an hour to after dinner, after yoga, after your relaxation, you will naturally wake up at sunrise, and that would come after a few days or weeks of practice and naturally immune boosting. So these are basically the immune boosting methods that I feel we can maintain to keep basic immunity boost. Oh, beautiful. I'm coming now, Bob. Excuse me for 1 second. See, I'm just finishing this now.
So I think these are the beautiful things and beautiful moments we can see when people work from home. So it was a wonderful session by Dr. Nershenthree Govender, and she's coming back, of course. But this reminds me of the journey of a woman. It's not tough to be a woman and to work. I think all the working women can relate to it very, very easily. And this special moment has given me a lot of delight to see how, a lady who is a doctor, who is a medical doctor, who is an Ayurvedic and yogic expert, and still she's managing the home, she's still managing the child. So that we have seen today in front of us. And I think that's the reason that in our great Indian culture, it is beautifully said that Yatra Narastu Pujjante Ramante Tatra Devata, where you pray women, that is that culture. So I think we have seen that beautiful scene of a working woman working from home with her child. So, Dr. Nisha, I was just discussing about the condition of a woman who is working and still manages the home and the child. You can continue now.
Thank you, G. Apologies. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, right. How much of time do I have, G?
I think we have 2 or 3 minutes more for the next speaker to come.
Pardon, sorry, say that again?
I said we have 2 or 3 more minutes for the next speaker to start the session.
Okay. Okay, beautiful. I'll just round up. Yes, I want to talk about so many yoga and Ayurveda through your personal journey will be enhanced if you keep life and mind and body on a very basic level without complicating the body and mind, and moving toward a peace and harmony is the key to your health and happiness. And I hope that everybody has taken a little bit of something from here. And thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nershenthree Govender ji, for such a wonderful session. Thank you.
Thank you, Pretty.
Thank you, Dr. Nisha, for this wonderful session. And I think the most beautiful part of the session was to see a mother and a doctor all together. So with this, we come to the end of second session of day one. Oh, so that's the little yogi with us. Namaste, namaste. Thank you, Dr. Nisha. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
G.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you.
you.
Thank you. Namaste. Come, Papa, let's go.